My name is Kate and I'm from Kildare. We heard about them originally from social media, so we saw them on Instagram, and I suppose initially our project was meant to have zinc, and we knew kind of from the offset that that was going to be quite an expensive undertaking. We're trying to look for, I suppose, a cheaper alternative but still have the same aesthetic look. Same quality, and we found TolVita were able to offer that. Originally it was meant to be to clad the two-storey section of the roof and half of the wall. As the project kind of progressed, they did a lot more than I suppose we thought we were going to get them for. They did our rainwater system, they did our pressed metal sills, and they also did the final coat on our flat roofs of Lava 20, so they actually were involved quite a lot. I suppose one of the big concerns we had was the flat roofs, how to finish them, especially when you're doing a self-build as well, trying to bring in the different trades. And we found TolVita were brilliant to deal with when it came to putting the final waterproof layer on it of the Lava 20. They worked really well with us. Like they just made us feel at ease with it doing it, that it was going to be done properly. So that was one thing we were glad to have them on board with. Really good, like really good. It looks great from the outside. When it came to the rainwater system, that was something else. When you're trying to budget, what do you go for? Do you go for PVC or aluminium? And we found TolVita were definitely best for meeting our budget for that, and we went with the aluminium rainwater with them, and we're glad we did. They look great. They ended up doing a lot more on our build than we had originally brought them in for. They were here when they said they'd be here. Which is, you learn that not all the time the trades will be here when you want them, but TolVita were. They got the work done in the timeline that they said they'd do it in. So that was really good. Great. We would have dealt mainly with Anatolij, so he would have been the first person that came out for us and did all the measurements. You know, he was always at the end of the phone. We would have WhatsApped him a lot. He had a team when we needed it to do the cladding, to do the rainwater system, and he linked it up quite well. So yeah, they were great to deal with. Yeah, I'd say very professional. Yeah, and like we had our external plaster done and we needed our rainwater system done as soon as possible. In fairness to Anatolij, he moved a crew around to get them out here before the weather changed, and it was good to have someone like that they row in with you. Originally, at the start, we would have reached out to other companies to get quote, you know, looking at different products and their what they could offer. But I think as soon as TolVita came out, they had it measured that morning and they had a quote back to us that evening. Like, one thing you definitely learn in a self-build is prices keep going up and up, but TolVita definitely came in and actually worked with us on our budget, which was really good. Yeah, definitely. I would say if you're looking for somebody that's going to get the work done on time, that can also row in with you, and you know, especially with a self-build, all these little things can crop up around the bigger projects, and TolVita were great for kind of bridging that gap, and they kept the project moving. And especially trying to roof a house in January isn't ideal, but they got it done. You know, they didn't kind of let the weather stop them. Yeah, I definitely would recommend them. Really nice to deal with, great communication, and will work with you on your budget.